G'day viewers, I'm Chris. Welcome to the Creative Space. How about we head on over to the workbench and get creative? Alrighty, here we are again at the workbench, ready to get creative. Today's project, we're going to be doing some pouring art, pouring paint. And the things that you're going to need, well, the things that I have, it's a 20 by 20 centimeter stretched canvas that I'm going to try it on. Some acrylic pouring paint, and some paper cups. So it's pretty straightforward. We're going to pour the paint into a paper cup. We're going to do the method where we're going to put the cup on there and pick it up, and it's going to all spread out everywhere. Now, to protect my workbench, I'm going to bring in the plastic mat. And what I've done, I thought the tall cups might be a bit too deep for the paint, because I don't want to use up all the paint on one canvas. So I've just cut the cup down in half. So I'm going to put this very light purple colour in first. I've already shaken it all up. And it is very runny. Then I'm going to put this light green in. And this darker one. And then the really dark one. Okay, so then we simply get the canvas, or get the cup of paint. We get our canvas and lie it on top of the cup, and then we tip it over and then release. And then we do a bit of maneuvering around. Wow, very cool. So now I'll stick that one out to dry, and I'll come back and do another technique. Now the next technique that I'm going to do, rather than just pouring it all out onto the canvas, I'm just going to use the tubes to pour the paint over in patterns, and then we'll move it around like that. So there's the result of that one. It's kind of like the flip cup method, like the first one that I did, pouring the paint into the cup and flipping it, tipping it over. This way is the same. You pour all the paint in and then just pour it over. So it's a mix of the two that we've just done. So this time I'm going to do the reverse. I'm going to put some dark in first and then a light one. And then a dark one. And then the other light one. And let's see. So with this one, then we just get this and we simply pour it over the canvas. And then like the other ways, we then tip and mix. So that's the third method. So we did the flip the cup for the first one. Then we did the random pour of the colours over the top, and then we did what's called I think a dirty pour. We just filled the cup up and poured it over the canvas. Now there is one more style I'd like to try, and that involves a hairdryer. So what we'll do is we'll pour the paint over it, and then rather than tipping it, we'll try using the hairdryer on a cold setting to blow the paint across the canvas. So let's start with, because I've still got a little bit left in this, so I thought rather than leaving a bit of paint in the tube, we'll use it up. Perhaps if there's enough to actually get it flowing. So I guess this is kind of like the last method that we did, but we're going to see how this will turn out, because that's all the paint gone now. So there's enough paint in those tubes to do, I guess, the 4 20 by 20 canvases. Alright, so now we'll get our hairdryer and see how it goes. So there you go. There's the fourth process that you can do, which gives a really good ripply effect. I let the paint dry for, it was about 24 hours. We've had a bit of cool weather, so it took a bit longer, I think, than normal, but this is the completed artwork. I joined the 4 canvases together, and they make I think a pretty cool looking piece of art. So give it a go. Another episode of The Creative Space meets the end of the video clip. So please hit that bell so that you get notified of new content that we put up. Subscribe button, really appreciate it if you did that as well. Please leave your feedback. I'd like to hear ideas and things of what you might like to see us do here on The Creative Space. And please share us with your friends. Get them creating as well. And remember, until the next episode of The Creative Space, that every day is a good day to be creative. See ya.